What's up, guys? This is Ken.
This is Dex.
This is Eric.
This is Ken.
And this is Alter Apex Radio.
Albuquerque!
Hey, what's up, everybody? We are the band Alter Apex. Thanks so much for joining us for Alter Apex Radio, our show where we invite you to come and hang out with our band, hear what we've been up to, and we introduce you to new music that we are discovering as we're out promoting our music. We have a special episode for you this week. We're going to be highlighting bands from right here in New Mexico. We are from Albuquerque, New Mexico, so we're going to be listening to actually quite a bit of different genres during this show that we haven't really covered much on our show, so stay tuned for that. While you're here, make sure to hit subscribe and click the notification bell so you can keep up with future episodes of our show.
So as Ken said, we are the band Alter Apex. We play grungy type rock. You can check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We're definitely most active on Instagram though, so try and go there first. We also have a merch store. If you guys could go check that out, that would be amazing to pick maybe something up. Yeah, Dex has a shirt and a sticker. We got a hoodie, we got some t-shirts, we got a hat. Really cool stuff. Also, we have a 4-song EP out, as well as a single, soon to be another song here real soon. But thank you to everybody that's been listening to us so far. We're really stoked that people really far away from where we live in Albuquerque are digging the tunes, checking them out. That's a really good feeling for us and definitely keeps us motivated to keep putting out more. So thank you to all of you.
All right, so as we said before, this is a special New Mexico music episode of Alter Apex Radio. We're going to go way outside the box from what we normally do on the show, and we're going to kick things off with a friend of ours named Lucky Mays, and it's a country artist, definitely the first country artist that we featured on the show. But I have to give a shout out to the Albuquerque Green Room for kind of inspiring this concept, as I was looking at some articles that they've posted recently about New Mexico artists. It was, I stumbled upon Lucky Mays' most recent stuff and Only Fables, what we're going to cover later in the episode. But yeah, they're a great website. They have a great thing going over there, supporting a lot of great New Mexico music. So definitely check out the Albuquerque Green Room. They're on all the socials as well. Follow them, and yeah, they'll keep you in tune with what's going on with music here in New Mexico. But up first, we're going to feature a song by Lucky Mays, and this song, as I said, he's in the country genre, and this song, appropriately for the country genre, is called "Find Yourself a Cowgirl."
I want to preface something here before we go. So I think I just want to talk about how I know Lucky. I think it'd be cool. So
Sure.
Yeah. So as Ken said, Lucky is a friend of ours. I've got to know him over the past few years pretty well because just through some mutual friends. And he actually did the soundtrack to a movie that was made locally by a guy named Stephen Mays. It's called Caffeine and Gasoline. It's about cafe racer motorcycles, a total subculture that I knew absolutely nothing about. But I was actually invited to go lay some bass down in Lucky's studio for a song on the soundtrack. So that was my kind of intro to meeting Lucky. We've connected over social media and everything over the past while. I didn't even know he did country music. So the song we recorded, he played drums on. It was a rock song. And actually, that movie is on Amazon as well as Apple, I think. You can purchase it. Really good flick. I've seen it in the theaters when they've done screenings a couple times here. Nights Like Thieves is on it. Just a whole bunch of really good New Mexico artists. So it's really cool that they brought in all the local talent, and Lucky put together just this amazing soundtrack that supposedly at some point they're going to put out on vinyl, which I'm super excited about that too. Nice. But it was just a really good experience. So he has a home studio built out in his garage. This dude, you guys wouldn't even believe how many guitars this guy has. It's unreal, dude. I'm not even kidding. Like when Guitar Center was fully stocked, I mean, you go in there now because of COVID, it's completely empty. But when they were fully stocked, I'm not even kidding, dude. Like he has guitars hanging all over, just like so much gear and everything. But he actually records and does all the engineering and everything on his songs. So not only is he the songwriter, like everything you're about to hear is all him. So, you know, I hope you guys enjoy. You know, like Ken said, country's really out of the box for where we're at right here. You know, I definitely prefer. I like a lot. I like old country. You know, I don't do much of the new stuff, but you know, I'm stoked to see him so active, getting songs out and just kind of doing his thing. So.
Honestly, dudes, I was really blown away when I listened to this. Like when I'm the only one that's heard it. That's kind of usually how the things work on our show. I'll bring stuff. Sometimes the other guys bring stuff too. But yeah, when I listened to this, I was really blown away. It's like very good quality stuff. And I actually think, Eric, you saying that you enjoy some like throwback country, I think it definitely has that kind of flavor. So let's check it out. Here's the tune by Lucky Mays. It's called "Find Yourself a Cowgirl."
All right.
If you're looking for a good time,
his voice
on a Saturday night, or you just want someone to spend some time with the rest of your life, you want an angel with a wild side. Every cowboy knows I'm right. She can buck a bell, paints her nails, and boy, she'll love you right. Find yourself a cowgirl, tip your hat, rope her heart, earn your place inside her world, let her light the dark. She can be the wild wind, lover and a best friend. Find yourself a cowgirl.
Right? Like,
yeah, this is really good.
That's really good. Like his voice is totally on point. The recording, the production, the arrangement, lights out. Like I think it sounds like radio ready. It's killer.
Oh yeah.
I don't listen to a lot of country either, but I can listen to that and really appreciate what he's doing.
Yeah, it's like mid-90s country.
Exactly, dude. Like that's what I hear. Like I could walk into you know, either the country bars here in town, and that can seriously be playing, and it just fits. Like it's very well put together to where it fits into that genre, like what you would expect out of something like that.
The guitar tones are perfect. That like jangly sound with the slight distortion. Yeah, I'm really impressed by the production. Like if he's the
got
one
that twang.
He did all that and he mixed that, and you know, I don't know if he sent it off to be mastered, but it's really good. Let's keep going. I appreciate too, like the crafting of the lyrics to be very clever, like especially within like the country genre. Like I mean, he said, "Find yourself a cowgirl." He said something about rope her heart. Like I mean, like that's, and like it gives you the feels. Like that chorus, the harmonies and stuff he's pulling off give you the feels.
Yeah.
If you're thinking the ride is easy, saddle up for twists and turns. Her spirit's free, filled with mystery.
Cool
Try to brand her, you'll get burned. She wants a strong man who shares a trail, with a gentle on his mind. Give her everything she could want or need. Don't never make her cry. Spend a little time and find yourself a cowgirl.
That was a great second verse.
Hat, rope her heart, earn your place inside her world. Let her light the dark. She can be the wild wind, lover and a best friend. Find yourself a cowgirl. She's all you'll ever need.
Dude, it's really good.
This is
Tones are really good.
You know what I really like too about, like, I mean, I'm just really enjoying listening to this song with you guys. And none of us really listen to country, right? Like, do any of us really listen to it much? Okay, you listen to some, Dex?
Yeah, like I grew up listening to country, but I listened to like old country like Patsy Cline, Hank Williams, Merle Haggard, like old Willie Nelson and stuff like that. But like I did listen to also like 80s and like the mid 90s country. This fits right in. I mean, it totally like country's like really known for telling like a story and like using sort of like all those like sort of Southwest like flavors and talking about ropes and roping your heart and all stuff like that. The lyrics are really
Totally on
really
point.
good, on point for sure.
I think that the thing like that stands out about this, like, I mean, because of the fact that it's not something like, it's not a genre we normally listen to, but you can tell that we're all authentically like, getting it. Where it's not hard to get because it's really well done. Like, it's really well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll admit, I think the closest to country that I probably have in my library is Johnny Cash, which is kind of debatable in that respect too, right? But I will say that like I know a lot of old Garth Brooks, like whatever album Thunder Rolls was on, which I don't even know the title. I know that album end to end, and here's why. So one time I took a road trip to California with my family, and this is back in the days of cassette tapes. Well, CDs are around, but we still had cassette tapes, and we had two tapes. We had Garth Brooks and we had Beastie Boys. So we literally alternated like the whole drive there and back, and so I can recite that Garth Brooks album by heart. But I mean, I'm stoked to see this dude, and Lucky is a great guy, and he's a killer singer, man. Like his voice is just like everything's perfect, man. It is just like
it's like
really, really. I do. Yeah. I do have a Spotify playlist that I made that does have country, and it does have like Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, but it also has like Garth Brooks, Tracy Lawrence, Brixton Dunn, and I would put this song in between like Tracy Lawrence, Brixton Dunn, and Garth Brooks, and it would just fit right in.
Yeah, I think my wife would really like this song too. I'll have to show it to her. Let's just check out the rest of it.
Earn your place inside her world. Let her light the dark. She can be the wild wind, lover and your best friend. Find yourself a cowgirl.
That's awesome. Dude, yeah.
That's great.
I mean, there's nothing that you could improve on that. Like it was really done well.
No.
There was so much going on there too. Like, I mean, we could listen back through that song a few times and pick out all sorts of different little things that he intentionally did that were a great choice to make. Like that second verse was impressive to me as it compared to the first one, because it was very different, but also just felt fluid. There were a lot of cool changes that he did on that second verse. The female vocal even came in a little bit on the second verse, but like she really had her moment at the end, like when she sang the chorus line. It was really good, man. That was awesome. So definitely huge congrats to Lucky Mace. He's put out like several songs this year. Definitely check him out. There was a great article that was written on Albuquerque Green Room about a couple of his new tunes that they reviewed. So check that out as well. And yeah, bro, hope you enjoyed hanging out with us. Thank you for all of your support of our band. It's very cool to see you, liking our posts on Instagram and giving us a shout out as well. But you're incredibly talented, and we'd love to hang out and have a beer sometime. And whether we're at a rock show or a country show, it doesn't really matter. So good job.
What?
In New Mexico.
All right, so up next we have the band Only Fables. from right here in Albuquerque, New Mexico as well. My buddy Josh Romero, we actually covered one of his solo songs a little while back, and he is the frontman in this band. They're a hardcore punk band. I get some He Is Legend / Pantera vibes when I'm listening to them. This is a definite shift from where we were just at with Lucky Maze. We were just listening to a country song. Now we're going probably to like the most hardcore music we've ever featured on this show. But yeah, in true hardcore punk fashion, these guys just released an 8-song EP that tops out at just over 11 minutes. So it's 8 songs, 11 minutes long. And so the songs, I know, like, so the songs are about 1.5 minutes long. So we're actually going to have time to listen to 2 of them, I was thinking. But
did you know that reminds me of that old Fat Records comp? Remember that one that was 101 30-second songs?
It was the short music for short people.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Did you guys ever hear that? Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, I had it.
That one had some fucking bangers on it too, man. Like,
I'm glad you just said that, because it makes me think about something that I've been really impressed with when I'm listening to this, because like, how much can you do in 1.5 minutes? Like, to like create tension, create release, like make it happen, you know, like make it memorable and not make it feel like you ended it early. Right? I think that's it. Like, if they can pull that off, and I believe they did, like I'm gonna show it to you guys, but like I think you guys are gonna be impressed. Like, so the first song we're gonna listen to is a song with a very catchy title. It's called Give a Fuck.
I like it.
Yeah, dude, it's killer. Here we go. So here's the song Give a Fuck by Only Fables.
Yeah, dude. That is straight punk.
Yeah. Check out his voice, dude. He kills.
We saw it coming, it's all the same. Let live, let die, pull the trigger of a child. They're trying to tell me it's all for good. The gun you're holding tells another lie.
That's badass, dude.
Right?
That's sick.
Conservation of tradition above a physical human. And here we build our nation. We're all suffocating.
This
We
part's
can't
intense.
fucking breathe, and you don't seem to care enough to move your fucking knee.
Dude, right?
They're all the same. When does it end? And have you had your fill of the dead? This is a state you put out a life to create. Fuck your tradition. Fuck your pure doctrine. A fundamentalist holy Christ stepped out a life for you to feel divine.
My freaking goodness, dude.
Ooh.
I guess
That
I
was
said
great.
That was
freaking because
badass.
he already said fuck so
Yeah.
many times. Like, but like, dude, like that was 1.5 minutes long, and
Wow.
they took us on a whole journey.
Yeah.
It was 1.5 minutes.
That was a kick in the dick, dude. That was fucking great. Dude, yeah. So I kind of get his legend. You know, I certainly heard a lot of really hardcore punk elements, like Sick of It All. So, you know, kind of slightly the straight edge genre, or even bands like the Unseen. But I also really heard a lot of Every Time I Die in that too, dude. In the screamer vocals, a lot of Every Time I Die, which they're gonna have a new album that is gonna be fucking sick, dude. If you guys Sorry,
I was gonna say the Pantera reference that I mentioned is only one song really, and it's fucking Hostile by Pantera. Like I could totally picture Josh's voice doing that part, that fucking Hostile. Like it sounds like that style, you know, like with that kind of I mean, that's like the most punk song that Pantera ever really did. A lot of Pantera stuff was kind of punk influence with what Phil brought to the vocals and like how he sang the songs. But yeah, I actually just hit up Josh today and I was like, have you heard that song by Pantera? And he's all, no. And I'm like, dude, you should listen to it. Like, because I was listening to that song today and I was like, oh man, it sounds like, well, so minute and a half. I think that we should give these guys a fair shake on another tune because we've got the time for it. So this is another one off of their 8-song EP. This song is called Creeps. Let's get into it. Nice bass tones, man.
I'm tired of waking up. I feel like I ran out of luck. I just want to give it up. I think my head's gone missing. I feel like something's wrong with me. Seeing things I know I shouldn't see.
Yeah.
It's like I fell into a horror movie. These creeps are coming after me. I swear there's something around the corner, waiting to take my breath away. And if I'm not more careful, they're gonna drag me back to hell again. There's a monster in my closet, and a demon in my bed. And if I play my cards right, maybe I'll last long enough to see another day.
Killer, dude.
A cloud of night obscures my vision. I've been drifting through hell. Maybe I should just give it up. I'm still afraid of the things that keep me in, but I'll give in. I'm too tired to give a fuck.
Yes.
Okay.
That's right.
Dude,
That's
Nice.
so right.
So good, man.
I fucking love these guys. I already added them to my library. I cannot freaking wait to listen to this again, dude, and the rest of what's on here. That
The
is
whole
so
EP is
good.
only 11 minutes, bro. But
That
like,
is
yeah,
so
they're
good.
like, I
Yeah.
kept telling him, man, I was like, dude, you guys are gonna kill. Like, it's so good. It's very, very quality. It's like, and don't you
It
guys
is.
agree that it's impressive, like to work that kind of an arrangement into a minute and a half? And to
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
you on a journey, like to even feel like in a minute and a half, like you have the time to drop into one of those little bass riffs and like,
Yeah.
like just kind of like, you know, that's just, it trips me out actually. Cause I listened to the song and it like doesn't feel like a minute and a half in a good way. Like in a
Right.
good way, it feels like
It
they
felt
took me
longer
for
to
like
me.
2 to 3 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
because they took me on a whole journey. Like his lyrics are like crazy, like, you know, compelling stuff, super passionate. Like Josh and I, like we have a similar, you know, somewhat recent history and kind of like deconstructing some like old religious thought and stuff like that. And I think Josh is really still in his like anger phase. Like, and it comes out in the music, like, and it's great. Like it's really good stuff. There's a song at the end of it that I really, at the end of the EP called Cerveza that I really enjoy. Like, and like he's got this like sick part where there's a sample of him cracking open a beer.
Nice.
Like they're
Nice.
just all sorts of really well placed stuff, man. Like, so yeah, congrats, Only Fables, killer stuff. And
So good.
apparently you've got a full-on fan in Eric now.
Me too.
Yeah, man. I was
telling him
back to-
we got to play some shows together. I mean, I know we're very different, but like that's how it works in our town too. Like, I mean, we got to get some shows together. I told him that we'd be keeping them top of mind if we have the opportunity to get them on something that we're playing for sure. But
Yeah, I'd like to see those guys live, dude, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Hey, there's a New Mexico.
All right, so up next for our last song in this episode, we're going to get into a tune by our good friends in the band Oakvale. And yeah, back like a little over a year ago when we were just starting this project out, I think we were getting ready to release our first song, Tie the Raven. And I just started like doing some searches on like other grunge type bands that might be in our area. And these guys popped up and I hit them up and we've been chatting ever since. They're super friendly guys. We ended up playing our first ever show with them and they killed it. And they've gone through some lineup changes recently where the singer put down the guitar, jumped back to the drums, sang from the drums for a show, and now he's back up front playing the guitar, and they got a new drummer. They've already these guys are hungry. They're playing shows all over the place, and they just finished recording a full-length album at Rio Grande Studios with Kenny Riley over there, and we're going to be listening to one of their unreleased songs from that album. It's called Turn to Me, and yeah, just can't say enough about how cool these guys have been, how supportive they've been to us. Like every time
super rad.
Every time I think about our first show, I'm always gonna think of Matt dancing in front. It was like half funny and half just like you could tell he was grooving on it. So like it just made us feel so good. So yeah, let's get into this tune, listen to it together. Here's the song Turn to Me by Oakvale. Stuff going on in the back. So I think that was kind of like where Maddie stole the show a little bit. Like, I mean, that lead was killer, like coming out of that chorus. What are you guys feeling so far?
I'm loving the rhythms, like the picking and stuff, dude. Like it's heavy. That intro was driving, like slightly almost Iron Maiden-ish. Like
I see that. I get it.
That guitar harmonies.
It was great, dude. Yeah, it's really good, man. I'm digging. Like, I think, these guys are kind of busting onto the scene here and just totally killing it. And I think it's, it's rad to see some. I know I don't want to call them youngsters, right? but I mean,
it just makes us sound older.
Aging ourselves here.
I know, dude. I've just been playing music in this scene a long time, I guess. But I just love to see these new bands up and coming that are just fucking killer, like these guys, dude. So they're rocking, man.
Yeah, I love how Jude's voice is just so right in the center and just kind of like right in your face, and it sounds killer. I mean, he's singing amazingly. So I
really like his voice a lot. I've told him that too. I think he has he just has like a really cool, smooth voice. He's got great range. Mm-hmm. The vocal lines that he's choosing, the melodies he's choosing are cool. I was tuning into a lot of the guitar things. Like there's those harmonies that started out the song. Those are very cool. But then there's a lot of stuff that's even a little lower maybe than I would like in the mix, like during the I think it was during the verse or maybe the pre-chorus. I think that there was some cool guitar things going on in the background.
Yeah, I picked up on that too.
But overall, the recording.
Those are some of those things I wish that were a little bit louder in the mix. Because I could tell that there was something there, but I was having a hard time kind of like picking it out. So
I feel like overall the mix is very live. Like it
Yeah, I
sounds
can
like
see
you're
that.
listening to a live band.
It sounds like, yeah, like they're live in a room and you're kind of like, I don't know, either like Launchpad, you're at the bar and then like, you know, they're playing at the stage. You can kind of hear what's going on and you're like, oh yeah, cool.
But
And
and
you
you
get like
hear
a
that space. There's a lot of
Right,
space in it, a lot
right.
of use of reverbs.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I think that like when you have like a really live sounding recording like that, just because of the way modern stuff's being done right now, it sounds a little throwback, which could be what they're going for. I mean, all of us kind of have a throwback sound. I mean, like it's all kind of nostalgia type stuff when you talk about grunge, post grunge, this type of metal.
Yeah, right. Hair metal.
But I would be interested to hear, you know, I don't know what they're gonna do in the future. I know they're gonna just like keep, you know, kicking ass, like Eric was saying. But I'd be interested to hear what they would sound like if they kind of like drilled it down to a little bit tighter of a space on the recording and like made it a little bit more modern, I guess, like for lack of a better word. But yeah, lots of killer stuff happening. Let's keep going.
Blinded by the truth.
There's a lot of guitar stuff there.
Screaming at the moon.
It almost sounds like there's like 2 or 3 guitars back there, like doing like some cool noodly stuff.
This is what you choose. Can you hear me? Can you see me again? Turn your will to me. Put all your strength in me. For all this is just another time to terminate. Turn your will to me.
Maddie's definitely adding a lot of melodic nature to that chorus, like there's some very cool guitar stuff happening. I think the guitars are definitely and the tones are great.
Yeah,
the guitar, they're definitely a highlight of the track.
That's stuff that I do remember, like when we played the show with them, that Maddie would add like a lot of like really cool, interesting like melodic lines, like all over the place, and it was really cool.
I remember seeing that too.
Yeah, they're all really. I mean,
sorry,
they're great musicians. They're great musicians, but they're really great showmen too, dude. Like I really enjoyed seeing them live. Like they all play the part, and they're all just great at it, man.
They almost stole the show when we were on stage.
From the audience.
Like, I was just watching them.
And I like Jude's Ibanez guitar that he was playing. That was a rad guitar.
Oh, the plaid one, dude. The plaid one.
The plaid Ibanez, reverse headstock, total metal guitar.
Yeah.
I think after the show, I even told him, I was like, dude, your guitar is so freaking cool, man. Yeah, that's cool.
Put all your strength in me. For all this is just another time to terminate.
Nice.
See, that ending too felt very live.
Yeah.
Like that was totally something that probably came about like in a preparation for a live version of the song, and it stuck for the studio because it feels very live. That's like how you'd want to do a little reprise of that. It's cool. Yeah, it was sick. So these guys' album, let me look real quick because I think they said when the album's going to be coming out when we were chatting on Instagram. So it's going to be coming out September 17th. That was the band Oakvale, and definitely look for their full length on September 17th. I think this show is probably going to be dropping a little bit before that, but there's a couple new songs that they've already put out on Spotify, so check those out. But sounds like this one that we just listened to will be coming with that full length. So congratulations, guys, on a full length album. That's a huge deal. And I'm sure it feels really, really good to be getting ready to be putting this out into the world. And yeah, we can't wait to play another show with you guys. And you know, Maddie definitely has to promise that he's gonna dance as hard as he danced last time.
Oh yeah.
You gotta get right up to the front, my man, and you gotta dance. Steal the show again. But yeah, congrats, guys, and looking forward to seeing you with a new lineup. And keep working hard because you're kicking ass.
New Mexico.
Right on. Well, thanks so much for joining us, everybody. We've been the band Alter Apex, and this is what we're up to. You know, just finding and supporting new music. We're going to be putting out a new song very, very soon that we're super excited about. Another one that was mixed by the amazing Joe Marsh. We'll give him another shout out because he deserves it very much. So we've already heard it. We know he's just making us look good, man. He's a great engineer. He's a great producer. Yeah, just if you are a band out there and you're looking for somebody to work with, look no fucking further. Like work with Joe Marsh because he's a badass, and doesn't really matter where you're at. He's over in the UK, but nowadays you can just record your tracks in your bedroom, send them to him. He'll make you sound like a rock star. But yeah, thanks so much for hanging out with us, guys. Check out all the bands in the episode. Drop us a comment below if you came over because you're a fan of one of those bands, and come back and join us for another episode. Peace.